That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one quick question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I set out like a goal ever since I came back from LA this week to start streaming before 2:30 a.m. I did it yesterday. I started at like 1:15. But tonight or this morning, it's 2:56 a.m. I gotta do better. I have no excuse. NBA Finals was over at like 11:30 p.m. Have no excuse. I was just watching a bunch of people's Twitch streams. Like, it was just fun. I was just in the chats of like smaller streamers, so they only had like, or I say only, but they had like 10 to like 30 people in there, so they would respond to everybody's comments. So it was just really fun, the interaction. It was cool. And it was really kind of like a thing of showing them love, but it also turned into a thing of like, oh, this is actually entertaining and engaging and stuff, especially staying in for the night and things of that sort. So, yeah, it just ended up becoming something where I was like, okay, I'm finally leaving. Also, I didn't have like stuff to talk about. I didn't want to talk about the World War III, but I ended up adding it anyway, just because it was so dry outside of that. It was like everybody's focus has been on this World War, and for good reason. It's like World War III, that affects all of us. So I get it. Sorry. Before I get into World War III, I do want to shout out some music. This is an artist. Hold on. They really stick out to me. And then I'll just say some other stuff that came out that I heard good reviews about too. Her name is Amaria Grace. She has a following, so she's no one new. Oh no, Amaria McGee, excuse me. She's not new. She has a following, as you see. Like, she has, people following her from way back when. But this little snippet was hard, bro. All I'd ever know. I already shouted out India Sean last night, but shout out to Cuzzos as well. Cuzzos released their album. I'm at the end of it right now. I'm on track 9. And Fajitas, of course, I heard that with Tony Schnall. I think I shouted it out. I heard that before, so I have really 2 more songs left. But so far, it's a very, very genuine West Coast feel and stuff like that type of album, and it's for the girls as well. I feel like so some good girl summer party, feel good type of music and things of that sort. Like, get up off your bootstraps, let's stop being sad type of music and everything. So shout out to Cuzzos and congratulations on the release of their new album, Family Reunion. I love Cuzzos. I've been a Cuzzos fan since they were on the radar. Before the pop out, they were on the radar. And I was just like, oh, what is this? And it was just like a whole group of girls rapping. And I was like, oh, they dancing and having fun and stuff. And I was like, are they cousins? And I had to see an interview, and No Jumper said they're not cousins. And then the pop out happened, and they were on the stage with Kendrick Lamar, and he was like, where are Cuzzos at? And I was like, oh man, they're out of here. And that helped them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cuzzos, bro, for sure. Some, like I said, just genuine West Coast type of music. I think it's always important to have those people who represent the regions of where they're from and things of that sort. Like I said, like 504, Icy Girl, Only Heaven, both in New Orleans, and the 504, keeping that balance alive. Like, that stuff is so important to me. But shout out to the kid as well. They got the cosign from New Orleans from Kendrick Lamar at the BET Awards. What's his name? Hold on, I'm about to pull him up. And shout him out too. There he is, Lareezy. I definitely want to interview Lareezy if I could get a hold of him. So he doesn't have his DMs open, so I don't know like how to reach him. But he has over 1,000 followers now. He had less than 1,000 just a second ago. When I first saw him, he had like 200 or 300, like right after fresh off of the Kendrick cosign, and then it went up to 900 like a couple hours ago. Now it's over 1,000. So Buddy's out of here. But yeah, I just want to make sure I show him some love as well. And I love to interview him. If you see this, Larizi, I love to do an interview, bro. Hit me. I got my email in the description of this video. And yeah, I'm in the 504. So let me know. What else? Is there any other? Oh, Slick Rick dropped an album. A lot of people are saying the Slick Rick album is good. I only heard the song with Nas because that's the one that everybody's been posting as like the outlet. And it was pretty cool. I really love Nas's verse, and it was nice hearing the kind of contrast of Slick Rick's style versus Nas is kind of like, it felt like more old school with Nas, even though Nas is like from the 90s and things of that sort. So here it is. Why now? Why London? Why 26 years later? Why Idris? Because creativity has no expiration date. Imagination is timeless. Fueled by Idris's energy, bringing my voice and stories to the film industry. And now here we are, basking in victory together. Mass Appeal Records. Oh, he released this under it's a visual album too. He released this under Nas's record label. Cause he records in there with it 9 to 5. Cause he done with it 9 to 5. He performed at Mike Young Free World a couple of years ago and things of that sort. This year's Rock Marciano and Alchemist headlining. Shout out to Mike and everything he's doing up there in Brooklyn. It's really dope. And yeah, man. I don't know, man. Shout out to Slick Rick, bro. Shout out to Slick Rick. Can you tell us a bedtime story? But I love it, man. Keep making the new music. Like you say, it has no expiration date. You could be at Legacy Act and still release new music. Bow Wow has been doing the Millennial Tour for how long? And, he's still like really just released a song with Chris Brown a couple months ago. So there's no expiration date, like you said, bro. What else? I think that's it. That's it for music. But let me see if I want to say anything else before we move on to the World War. All right, hold on. Who else in music? I have to see. I'm gonna check my likes and see if I see any. Oh, it was a dude with the cool photo cover. Oh, happy birthday, Lil Zelly. Rest in peace to Lil Zelly for sure. Here it is. I found it. This one, bro. This dude named Peter Sun. I never heard of him. But Rent Was Due. And look at the cover art. It's just so cool. It made me want to give it a listen and stuff like that. So shout out to Peter Sun, Rent Was Due. Best of luck, everything like that on this new project. I think I'm going to check it out, like I said, just because of the cover art. And with that being said, we can move on to the World War III. What a pivot. What a pivot, man. Who knows with more smoother transitions than that.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.